Right now, as you're watching this, you're probably carrying invisible weights, not on your shoulders, but in your mind. The mental baggage you've been dragging for months, maybe even years. The relationship that ended badly, the promotion that slipped away, the dream that didn't work out, the constant fear of losing what you have. You think holding on makes you strong. But here's the truth. Your attachments are quietly destroying your peace. Today, you'll learn how ancient Eastern wisdom can help you escape this mental prison, the one keeping you stressed, anxious, and exhausted. Let me paint a familiar scene. It's 2 a.m. You're lying in bed, wide awake. Your mind is spinning like a broken record. What if I lose my job? What if my relationship falls apart? What if I can't make rent? Sound familiar? This is what happens when we become too attached to people, to outcomes, to the way we think life should be. In Western culture, we're taught that the more we care, the more we love. That worrying is a sign of responsibility. But Eastern traditions, Buddhism, Taoism, teach us something deeper. The tighter we hold on, the more we suffer. In Buddhism, there's a word for this, upadana. It means clinging, holding on too tightly. It's like trying to hold water in your hands. The harder you squeeze, the faster it slips away. Now think about the last time you were truly happy. It wasn't when you were worrying about keeping it, it was when you were present, simply being, no control, no fear, just the moment. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you should stop caring. There's a difference, a powerful one, between caring and attachment. And that difference can change your life. Caring is love, attachment is fear. When you care, you give fully. But stay open to whatever comes. When you're attached, you try to control everything, and that control creates anxiety. There's an old book from China, written over 2,500 years ago. It's called the Tao Te Ching. The writer Lao Tzu shared ideas about living with less stress and more peace. One of his lines says, "The sage does not attempt anything very big, and thus achieves greatness." In simple words, when you stop forcing everything, things start to flow better. This isn't passivity, it's wisdom. Trying to control everything makes us less effective, not more. Here's what's happening in your brain when you're attached. Your amygdala, the fear center, stays activated. You're constantly scanning for threats. Your nervous system never gets a break. People who practice non-attachment tend to have lower levels of cortisol. That's the stress hormone your body releases when it feels threatened. They also have better emotional balance and feel more satisfied with life overall. Now imagine living another way. You wake up with curiosity instead of fear. You work toward your goals without clinging to the outcome. You love deeply without needing to possess. So how do you let go? Zen gives us a practice, open hand meditation. You don't force the thoughts away. You hold them gently, with an open palm. Let them come. Let them go. Start small. Notice when you're clinging today. Maybe it's a message you're waiting for, a result you're obsessing over, someone's approval you're chasing. Pause, take a deep breath, and loosen your grip just a little. You can still love, still strive, still care, but from a place of calm, not desperation. And Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher behind the Tao Te Ching, once said something simple but powerful. Water is fluid, soft, and yielding, but it will wear away rock. In other words, your strength is in your softness. Your peace lies in your ability to bend, not break. When you let go of attachment, you don't lose, you gain. Not control, but peace of mind. So try this right now. Think of one thing you've been holding onto too tightly. A fear, a grudge, an expectation, a dream. Take a slow, deep breath, and as you exhale, imagine releasing your grip. If this message touched you, like this video, share it with someone who needs it. and subscribe so you won't miss more wisdom that brings clarity and peace. Your peace of mind is closer than you think, but you have to let go of what's blocking it.